In Jammu and Kashmir, 2 Indian Army soldiers and 2 local porters were killed in the attack near Gulmarg. Now, the attack took place near the Nagin post in the Botpathri forest area close to the line of control with Pakistan. The Indian Army's Chinar Corps in a post on X confirmed that an exchange of fire happened between soldiers and terrorists in the general area of Baramullah's Botpathri. The People's Anti-Fascist Front, which is an offshoot of Jaish-e-Mohammed, has called the responsibility, in fact, they've claimed the responsibility for the attack. Sources said the terrorists targeted a small convoy of army vehicles, with one of them coming under indiscriminate fire by the terrorists. Sources also said that the attack could have been part of a potential infiltration attempt, heightening concerns of renewed cross-border incursions. A massive search operation has been launched to hunt for the attackers. Now, condemning the attack, Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Umar Abdullah has said that the recent spate of attacks was a matter of serious concern. Former Chief Minister Farooq Abdullah blamed Pakistan for the attack.
We are not going to be a part of Pakistan. Then why they are doing this to disrupt our future? They should look towards their country and the issues out there. I appeal to them to stop all this and find a way of friendship. And if they don't do this, there will be problems. I apologize to the family of those who lost their lives and those who were injured.
This incident came hours after terrorists shot and injured a labourer from the state of Uttar Pradesh in the South Kashmir area of Tral. It was the third attack on non-local people since the Umar Abdullah government assumed office on October 16th. Last Sunday, 6 construction workers and a doctor were killed after terrorists attacked a housing camp for workers building a tunnel. And for more on this, our special correspondent Idris Lone now joins us live on the broadcast. Idris, when we last spoke a few hours ago, you told us about the search operation that had been launched to hunt for these attackers. What is the development on this front? Give us the latest.
Well, Isha, the massive search operation that was started right after the incident happened last evening still continues. Jammu and Kashmir Police, along with the Indian Army, is carrying out a sanitization program across the jungles of the Botpathri, where they believe that 2 to 3 militants who were responsible for attacking the army convoy are still hiding in that area. Let me tell you, security forces now are confirmed that there were 3 militants involved in the attack who had either recently infiltrated from northern part of Kashmir or had actually come from the Poonch belt, where we've seen multiple attacks taking place in the last 6 months in the Jammu range. And these could be the same militants basically crossing over to the Kashmir division. So security forces making sure to completely sanitize the whole forest, and the search operation still continues. They might halt the search operation for the night, but in the early morning tomorrow, they'll restart again. Let me tell you that there were 3 militants involved in attacking a small convoy of the Indian Army, in which 2 Indian Army soldiers and 2 local porters were killed, while as 3 Indian Army soldiers, out of which 1 is very critical, are being treated at the Indian Army's base hospital. There is 1 more porter who's also injured in that incident. He's also being treated at the same hospital. So the security forces leaving no stone unturned to look for the attackers, but as of now they've not found anything, but they believe 2 to 3 militants still hiding in the same area.
Idris, you had earlier pointed out, and we know this as well, that this has been a surge in the terrorist attacks. Botpathri was recently open to tourists. Do you think there is a link in the upcoming winter months and this recent surge possibly, and this probable infiltration attempt?
Well, Isha, two very important things. One is that October generally is a period when we've seen many infiltration attempts from across the border over the years, because in the month of November, the higher reaches get snowfall, and after that it becomes very difficult for militants from across the border to come into the Kashmir territory. That's why we've also seen the rise of infiltration bids in the Jammu border, international border, where we've seen a number of attempts actually becoming successful. Jammu and Kashmir police themselves admitted that around 80 foreign militants are active in the jungles of Pir Panjal range, and this could be the same group coming from the Pir Panjal range towards the northern part of the Kashmir and carrying out these attacks. What we also saw in the Gulmarg attack, in which seven civilian workers were killed, we saw that the militants who attacked had a blue marking on their guns. The CCTV footage that was released from those attacks had the same marking as used by the militants across in the Poonch-Rajouri belt. So it could be the same group, but as of now, security forces not confirming whether they are the same group or have recently infiltrated. But October always is a time when security grid on the line of control and international border is tight, because that is the time when most of the militant groups from across the border try to infiltrate into the Indian territory.
Idris, thank you so much for joining us with those updates. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.